What is going on, Pats Nation? You guys already know who it is. Patriots Global here, back with another video, and happy game day to everyone. I wish that I could be giving you some better news as we approach our first game, potentially last game, but hopefully not, of the playoffs, the AFC wildcard game between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. You read that title right. Patriots second string cornerback Jalen Mills and starting left tackle Isaiah Wynn are both inactive and officially out for this game. Now, to start off here with Jalen Mills' absence, unfortunately, is not due to some type of injury, but it is due to, of course, the rise in, sorry, I forgot to try that, that's my computer, but due to the rise of COVID-19 cases. Jalen Mills, of course, being one of those cases, has not practiced all week because he has been sick. And him playing in this game was really going to be a long shot, even with the new vaccination and quarantine rules. His ability to play in this game, because it is a Saturday game versus a Sunday game, were much lower. Now, Jalen Mills did start in all of his 16 appearances for the Patriots this season after he was signed by the team in March in free agency, and he has 47 tackles, 1 fumble recovery, and 7 passes deflected in that span. He has 913 defensive snaps, which is finished for third on the Patriots defense in the regular season, behind J.C. Jackson and Devin McCourty. Now, Jalen Mills has actually had one of the better seasons in his career, especially when you look at him from a factor of playing cornerback instead of safety, and from a factor that he's never been asked to play such a large role. He's being asked to play as the Patriots' second cornerback, J.C. Jackson being number 1, opposite side of J.C. Jackson, which is something he really didn't have to do in Philadelphia, even with the issues that they had. And for the most part, he's done it at a pretty good rate outside of games like the Cowboys. This season, PFF gave him an overall grade of 67.5, a run defensive grade of 75.3. I think that's a big area of his game that really does go underrated. A pass rush grade of 79.3 and a coverage grade of 63.5. Now, this move definitely is going to hurt the Patriots, as essentially a win for this team is going to result in, of course, a consistent offense, but more importantly, this defense slowing down Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills offense, which last time in Week 16 was something that the team was not able to do. And we know that the Buffalo Bills are a pass-first team. They are a pass-heavy team. That is essentially what their offensive scheme is built around. They really don't rely on that running game too much unless they essentially have to. But the weather is going to be cold. It's not expected to be super windy or snow. Anything could change. But as long as it's cold, both these teams are still going to pass the ball pretty heavily, especially the Bills. And with that being said, the secondary was going to be the most important part of this game for the Patriots. Now, with Jalen Mills being out, in addition to Jalen Mills in the secondary, I think some people were hoping to see Shaun Wade potentially in this game as a slot corner. He will not also be in this game. He's still also on that COVID-19 reserve list too, I believe. So he will also not be playing. He's actually officially been ruled out also. So I definitely expect the Patriots to play a lot more zone coverage in this game, because they're going to have a lot of guys elevated. They're going to have a lot of guys active for this game that necessarily haven't been in the past, such as a guy like Jawan Williams. I think Jawan Williams is going to be the guy that gets the nod here. He is going to play outside corner opposite of J.C. Jackson, with Jalen Mills out of the question. This is definitely going to be a big game for somebody like Miles Bryant. They also did elevate a couple of cornerbacks from their active roster. I think D'Angelo Ross is also going to be another huge part in this game, which you saw D'Angelo Ross promoted a couple of times, but not to the extent of the role that he's going to have to play in this game, because a lot of these new guys, these young guys, these unexperienced guys, and even short guys, because a lot of these guys don't have the length to be able to play on the outside. I think it's going to force New England to play more zone coverage rather than playing man. Now, today we did see some of the promotions that New England did make for this game, such as Christian Wilkerson and then a couple of cornerbacks again from the practice squad. I am hoping that we'll see a COVID elevation tomorrow before the game, 1 or 2, and I would really like to somehow see Cravon LeBlanc somehow be at least active for this game, a true outside cornerback, which is something that New England really is not getting with D'Angelo Ross or Miles Bryant. Now, another big piece to this is Isaiah Wynn. Patriots starting left tackle is officially out for this game. Now, Isaiah Wynn, who is the blindside protector to Mac Jones, a guy you really don't want to have to go absent, especially in a playoff game, did not practice all week after he did leave Sunday's game against the Miami Dolphins with an injury. Now, for the most part this season, Isaiah Wynn has been able to stay fairly healthy. He started all 15 games and played 82% of offensive snaps for the Patriots. He was also one of 13 Patriots players that were listed as questionable for this game and is officially out. If the Patriots are able to advance past this week, beat the Buffalo Bills, and head into the divisional round of the playoffs, Jalen Mills definitely will be returning. We'll have to see what's going on with Isaiah Wynn at that point because his is an injury rather than an illness. But let's take one game at a time. Now, with that being said, that has really brought up the question on what is going to happen with the offensive line. Are you going to have Justin Herron playing at left tackle, or are the Patriots finally going to mix it up, switch Trent Brown from right tackle to left tackle, which he played for the Patriots in his first tenure, and have Michael Onwenu, who has been a rotational piece for the Patriots offensive line since Ted Karras took over format left guard and put Onwenu there at right tackle. Essentially, what I think the Patriots are going to do is that they are going to go with Justin Herron at left tackle and keep everybody else at their respective positions. The Patriots are a team, and Belichick touched on this earlier on in the season when Patriots fans asked this question, that it's better to play a backup, have one player out of position, than to have multiple players out of position, which is what would happen if you had to put Trent Brown from right tackle to left tackle, and then moving Mike Onwenu from left guard or swing left guard there to starting right tackle. Now, I think there is going to be a little less patience from Belichick and the coaching staff if Justin Herron is not able to stay up front, stay compatible, stay consistent at starting left tackle. Then we could see that switch with Mike Onwenu and Trent Brown. But I think a lot of the issues that Patriots fans have seen, that frustration that they have seen with Justin Herron, has come from when he has played right tackle. When Justin Herron plays at left tackle, which is where he would be playing in this game, he does play significantly better. And let's keep in mind, playing left tackle versus right tackle is really night and day. Now, Justin Herron at left tackle, he has 414 snaps. He's allowed 4 sacks, 0 quarterback hits, 12 pressures allowed, 8 hurries allowed, has a pressure rate allowed of 5.7%. Overall, he has a PFF grade at left tackle of 71.2, a pass block grade of 64.6, and a run block grade of 70.3. Now, the stats here for Justin Herron when he plays at right tackle, he has 327 snaps. So significantly less, and he's allowed 3 sacks, 4 quarterback hits, 18 pressures allowed, 11 hurries allowed. He's allowed a pressure rate at right tackle of 8.6% versus the 5.7% again when he was at left tackle. At right tackle, he has an overall PFF grade of 48.1, a 42.8 pass block grade, and a 50.9 run blocking grade. Guys, those statistics there alone should make you feel a lot more comfortable and confident with how not Isaiah Wynn, but how Justin Herron is potentially taking over at that left tackle position. Now, this offensive line is going to have to play a near perfect game in order for the Patriots to come out with the win. We're going to have to see the best possible game from Justin Herron, arguably in his entire career. But luckily enough for the Patriots, this isn't necessarily a team, let's say like Myles Garrett and the Cleveland Browns, the Cardinals and J.J. Watt, the Steelers in T.J. Watt, where they have that number one explosive guy on the defensive line that could really create a mismatch. You know, the Buffalo Bills have a pretty good defensive line, but if you look at the Week 16 matchup, the most pressure came when they were throwing the entire kitchen sink at Mac Jones. And that's something they really did. They really were going with a lot of all-out blitzes, blitzing several guys at Mac Jones, and that's how they got pressure. So I'm pretty confident that Justin Herron will be able to hold his own because he is not going up against one of those more elite defensive line pieces in the NFL. Before we end this video off, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsors of this video, betonline.ag, guys. BetOnline continues to be the #1 source for everything football, whether that is pro football, whether that is college football, and they are here for you to bet on NFL playoffs and NFL Super Bowl. They have a new updated site and interface with even more odds, props, and contests, and BetOnline continues to be the #1 source for everything football. All you guys have to do is head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and receive your 100% off welcome bonus. Guys, that is double your initial deposit just for signing up, and the bets right now for the NFL in these playoff games are better than ever before. Do not forget to use that promo code NFL100. That again is NFL100. From football to basketball to boxing, right to your favorite Vegas casino games. Do not wait to take advantage of all of the amazing offers still available for the 2021 season, guys. This is BetOnline, your online sportsbook experts, and BetOnline, the fastest and the easiest way to bet on all of your favorite sports. But Jalen Mills, cornerback, and Patriots starting left tackle Isaiah Wynn officially out of this game. What are your guys' thoughts? How concerned are you? Are you not concerned at all? Let me know in the comment section below. Let me know how you're feeling. Like always, remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel for all of your New England Patriots news, share it with some friends, family, anyone possible. But like always, I appreciate you guys for watching, and go Pats.